Hey y'all, today I'm talking about Zapier, kind of what the use cases are for it, how I utilize it as a digital marketing agency, and how you can use it as you're creating your own agency. So this is Zapier right here. It is an automation-based platform, and kind of the use case of this is you connect different apps like Stripe, Slack, Lead Connector, essentially high level, Google Sheets, Gmail. There's really not any limits on what you can automate. Whenever you become a Zapier expert, you can utilize webhooks, API connections, and put it all together to create some really awesome automations within your agency or for customers, saving them time, saving you time, and then essentially reducing your workload, which is huge. Right here are some Zap templates. And basically what a Zap template is, it's an example of a Zap, and a Zap is a Zap is an automation from Zapier. So if you're using Zapier and you create an automation, you call it a Zap. Pretty cool branding they do. But these right here are all examples of what you can use Zapier for to reduce your time in your marketing agency to automate as much as possible. Now, I use ClickUp for task management. So in utilizing ClickUp, I can see right here, do more with ClickUp integrations, connect ClickUp to 6,000 different apps. Here's just a few of the most popular that people would use automating ClickUp to a separate app. For example, me, I'll take Lead Connector, which is high level, and I'll have Lead Connector connect to ClickUp, and I'll have ClickUp connect to Slack. That way, if anything ever changes within my high level software or my Lead Connector software, it will send an automation to ClickUp, and ClickUp will take that automation and send it in Slack for me to be notified. I use Slack for communication within my marketing agency, and these are just a few different softwares that Zapier will connect to. Right here, you can see, these are some pretty big names that Zapier will work with. Now here, these are some basic Zaps that have already been created. Create ClickUp tasks from Google Calendar, create ClickUp tasks from new Typeform entries. So you can get really specific and really good at Zapier, and this is something you can take to a business and be like, hey, let me analyze your business as a consulting job. I can build you automations. And then at the end of it, I'm sure you'll be so happy with my automations. I'll sell it to you for if you would like to buy it. And I'm like, use cases, worst case scenario, I have this kid come automate my business and try to. It's not good. I don't buy it. Best case is he comes in, he saves me a ton of time. He automates everything. He shows me how it works. And I'm like, wow, this saves me 4 different employees. Well, if you can save somebody 4 different employees, that's a ton of payroll. It's automated, so it's easier for them. They're probably going to pay you a pretty big one-time fee and a little nice retainer to troubleshoot if something goes wrong and just to track it. So I recommend getting really good with Zapier. That's something that I'm pretty good at. I'm not the best at. I say the best. I'm not like a Zapier expert. I don't specialize in Zapier. But this is an essential marketing tool that every agency should have and know how to use. So I'm kind of just going to look through here real quick, see if there's any I think that are really good to show you all. This is a cool one, right? So we can do a newer updated spreadsheet row. So like say you have an accountant, right? And they're keeping track of your spreadsheet row or your spreadsheet in Google Sheets. And they add some new information in there, or they change some data where the total comes different, and you want to be notified anytime they go work in there, just to check them. Really, I mean, say you have somebody that you don't really trust doing your spreadsheets, I wouldn't recommend that. But like, say you hire somebody new, and you're like, hey, for the first week, I want to be notified of every change they make. Well, what you can do is newer updated spreadsheet row, send an email. You can connect it to your email right here, and every time there's an action, it can send you a direct email to you letting you know what the action was and what happened. Now, after that, say you don't really check your email. Check your email once a day. You want to be notified immediately. What you could do is you could also have it send a message in Slack. You could have basically a new or updated spreadsheet row saying your total, send you an email, send you a Slack message. See right here, create channel, add channel, send channel message. You could also do that, connect it to your account, go through the action, pick the channel, pick the message, send as a bot name. I'll make a more detailed video of this at a later date, this is just a really quick walkthrough. Say you wanted this right here, and then you were just kind of looking through like, hey, like, what if I wanted to track it as well? Well, every time there's an updated spreadsheet row in Google Sheets, you could resend an email, send a Slack message, and you could also have it documented in Notion. If y'all use Notion for like a better Google Docs, in my opinion, you could have it logged in Notion as well. So say you have like a manager, right? And your manager oversees the whole team, and you have an accounting department. You could have the accounting department, whenever it edits a sheet, send you all a notification for the manager to check out. Well, say your manager isn't really doing the job, you could have it also in Notion for you to just go check maybe once a week, once every 2 weeks, and walk through everything, make sure it all looks good, know who did it, know when they did it, and how it operated. Now, this is a really specific example. Would I ever use this workflow? No, I don't need it now. Down the road, potentially. But this is just to show you how unique you can be. Now, I'm not going to go into any of these built-in tools real quick. They're a lot more complicated. But I just kind of wanted to show you the individual specifics that you can use Zapier for. And you can just go play around with it, see how you can utilize it in your business, and go from there.